This is Dave's wellness journey. He's still progressing slowly, but we will never give up hope. You can also catch him on his other YouTube channel, Tin Shed Studios, where we upload videos each week, wishing health and well-being to all.
We have watermelon, but as you can see, we've got a coffee here, and I think Dave can explain that to you.
I'm the unfortunate one because I have such a imbalanced body. This happened to me a year ago when I did the first fruit and went straight to water. Is that the body detoxification is just absolute garbage. I have a thumping headache. I've had it most of the night, and it seems to be, I'm hoping that, like happened last time, I had a cup of coffee. I stopped on the Saturday. On the Sunday I had a cup of coffee and it kind of mellowed everything out, and then I'll be right after that. So I've had during the night, probably this holds about 500 ml, so I've had about a litre during the night. It sort of calms it down a little bit, but you know, the toxins in my body must be great, because Anne's fine. She's started the same thing.
Well, I'm not really fine. I can feel it coming on a little bit, but it's like you go from this to total detox. It's quite a shock for the body. So if you can have little crutches to help you along the way, so by about a week's time we shouldn't have to do any of this. No. But it's just coffee with water in it and a little bit of soy milk, because that's all we've got left, and some coconut sugar. And
hopefully it'll calm down the brains of mine. But other than that,
but there is a good side to this. Coffee sends you straight to the loo. That's some way of getting rid of the stuff that your body's trying to expel. So there you go.
On that, the day was good. That's the only thing I can think of that was bad. We didn't eat a massive amount, and I wasn't very hungry either. So probably having the diet that we've had for the last 4 or 5 years is probably attuned to that. Whereas going from like a meat-based platform to going straight, this could be another issue, whereas we've been basically vegans for the last 4 odd years. So there is rumours that you can have dramas going across from that, but we haven't had any problems with it. So
yeah, so if you're a full-on meat eater, dairy, all that sort of stuff, you might need to bring yourself into it slowly. Like start cutting out the dairy.
Wean yourself into it, I think.
And then the meat maybe once, twice a week instead of all week, and then start introducing maybe one fruit meal.
Yeah, yeah.
Give yourself about a month.
I mean, you could do it full on. It may kick like a mule. It may not.
Yeah, the headache always sucks.
And the headache will stay for a couple of days until the detoxification. But it's a good one. I mean, it shows where I'm at. Like, I'm a vegan, been a vegan for 4 years. I haven't been the best vegan on the planet, or plant-based. We've had a lot of, well, I think we call it gourmet vegan. Yeah, we've eaten a lot of the nice stuff, which is still
processed vegan,
food, but it's plant-based, but it's still manufactured. So, you know, and me getting this thumping headache again, I mean, like, doesn't make any sense.
But it does show that the body's detoxifying. So there must be something in there.
It's showing me that there is a problem, you know, even though, you know, physically on the outside I've got a problem, but I thought I was exceptionally healthy on the inside. Like I said before, I don't really get flus, I don't get sick very often. But, you know, I've only been on the fruit a day, and I'm already been kicked in the head. Really bad. So yeah, it took a lot to get out of bed this morning, I can tell you.
Okay, so I'll keep you informed. Another thing to do if you are going on fruit and detoxing is free up your days so you have nice relaxing days. Don't overexert yourself with physical activities or anything like that, and just take it as it comes.
Yeah, I'd highly recommend what Anne just said. I wouldn't start this detoxification until you were on holidays, at least a week's holiday where you can just veg for a week, because especially coming from a normal Western diet to this is going to really kick hard. It's not so bad with me. It is bad enough, but it's, you know, in comparison, if I was eating the Western diet, I'd be probably 10 times worse. So you need to be able to give yourself time you've got to be able to relax and not run around going. You couldn't function. I remember we did one years ago. We did a fast, and I can't remember what it was. We were supposed to be working and stuff, and we couldn't do it. It hurt. So you've definitely got to take some time off work. Give yourself at least a week to get your body into it. Don't do it while you're working, because it won't work.
But even though you continue detoxing, when you're on the fruit and the juices and stuff like that, you have the headache at the beginning, and then that seems to dissipate and you don't seem to get that anymore. But you still keep detoxing. So if you can get over that hump of the really bad headache, then you're well on your way. And don't quit, because you've got to start again. Every time you start again, you get the headache. So
that's me. I can attest to that. I started this 12 months ago.
So get through the headache, get your body clean, and everything should start looking good for you.
Okay, as you know, I'm now on a fruit diet. So this is day 14 since I started. Just a quick update. The only things that have been magically changed on me is actually I get to breathe out of both nostrils now, which I've never been able to do. It's always the left one. But now both actually work. That's one thing I've noticed. The twitches have lessened, not as much as they did 12 months ago, because now it's 12 months later into the disease, so it's a bit slower. The twitches, the cramps are less, but I still get them, so both have lessened a bit. I think it also depends on what's happening on that day. I'm not going too far with that because it's way too early for that sort of thing. And I still, for some reason, getting mouth ulcers as well, and that's only a recent thing, so I don't know if that's a detox, not too sure. Emotionally, I feel good. At the moment, I'm a little upset because I'm losing a bit more power out of my right thumb. That means nearly every limb's knackered, but this hasn't got the strength it had in it. So the sad thing is the progression of the disease has been progressive, but been slow. So I haven't seen anything halt yet. I'm not expecting miracles right now because I was told I had to do this for 12 months minimum. So I don't expect to see any major changes until probably 3 to 6 months time. And at the moment, this is like a preliminary start into the whole thing. I am consulting somebody shortly, which I'll give you an update in the near future on how to do this. I may have to do a water fast to get rid of all the toxins in my body. Also, there's a possibility there will be a herb regime that I will be following as well. So, like I was saying before, this is all going to take time, but probably the next update I'll be able to give you a rundown on what is actually happening with the consultancy and the herbs and the water fast and stuff like that. Is I've taken a daily diary, and I am currently filling out every day of what I do. So this tells you what I've taken, what pills, what food, even how many times I go to the loo the day, how many twitches, all that sort of stuff is documented each day.
And we're going to make the green juice. We had one yesterday and just repeating it today. So we've got celery. This is actually Italian parsley. I've got kale, dill. I've got some pineapple and apple to sweeten it up a bit, and cucumber in there. I think that's about it. Yep, so we had that yesterday. It wasn't too bad, but pineapple's a bit sweeter today, so that might help to get it down. So yeah, I'll make that up, and then that's going to be our lunch.
Just a bit of an idea of what I normally take. So this one here is Citri D, which is my vitamin D. Also I take, which is just a squirt under the tongue. Now my little bowl of pills that I have. So I've got 2 ALA tablets in here, 2 Q10s, a B complex, 1 iodine, and 1 ambroxol. So it's sort of basically what I have each day as my tablets. Apart from when I get up in the morning, I do start with 2 GABAs as well.
GABA.
So they're known as GABAs. So I take them. They're the first things I've got to take them with an empty stomach. So they're the first things I take in the morning. And then I have my lovely lunch.
So for lunch today, we've got the green leaves, we've got pear, we've got dates, capsicum or red bell pepper, we've got avocado, sweet mango and green apple. So this is what we're having for lunch, and for breakfast we had a rock melon.
So you'll find for some reason we don't eat a huge amount. I mean, that's basically lunch. So we had a rock melon this morning, and now it's nearly 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we're having something else to eat. So I don't feel really hungry at all. The food's great, and as you can see, there is what some people may term as vegetables, but they're not. They are fruits. This is all of the fruit variety, apart from the leafy greens. That's about the only thing that's not a true fruit. But we use them as our little wraps. But as long as you stick to the fruit and leafy greens, you're pretty well right.
So we're on a bit of a fly problem today. We've got guests that have 3 cats, so the cats are bringing the flies around. So there's some tablets for Dave and his 2 Brazil nuts for the selenium. So we've got watermelon first off, and then we've got mango and banana before we start work back in the studio. And we're about to have a lunch. I've made a broccoli and cauliflower salad, and we've got little bits of things here to put on the wrap with it. So I hope you enjoy that, dear. Nice and nutritious and raw.
And raw.
Okay, do you want to make one?
Oh yeah, well, you're going to film me making one. Bloody hell, okay. Now I'm under pressure. Holy hell, look at the leaf.
So you don't have to put too much in. Use your fork if you need.
Just put a little bit of that in there. Oops.
There's plenty of lettuce there, so you don't have to overfill them. That's why
I can't help myself. I am a little bit of a pig.
So olive.
What is this?
It's got to go over a lot of sandwiches too, by the way.
Does it? It has to go over a lot. I thought this was all for me, hon. Oop, that's the hot one. I don't want that.
Yeah, that's for me. You might want to put a pickle on there.
Yeah, I've got pickle.
Okay.
There you go. I've done a little bit. There you go. Holy Scheisenhauser. Good as usual.